Is it burning?
A little bit. Well, no, it's about to though.
Is our cheese melted?
Guys, pray for me here.
Oh my god.
No, look, okay.
Let me see the bottom. Let me see the bottom. This is my friend Declan. He's been sprinkling in to the content over the last few weeks, as you may have noticed. I know you've noticed because I see what you're saying in the comments. And Declan is my co-host on the Sandwich Universe podcast.
I am.
We are major sandwich people, and one of our favorite sandwiches of all time is the
Tuna melt.
The tuna melt. And so we did a whole episode in the podcast about the tuna melt. We definitely had like an opinion and a point of view about it. And I think that this is generally where we landed up. And so we're gonna try and recreate it here today, because on the podcast you get to hear about it, but you don't actually get to see it and watch it come together. And we wanna eat it and not just talk about it on the pod. So we're gonna make a tuna melt. What are all the things you need? Okay.
Tonino. Tuna. This is good stuff.
Tuna fillets. Tuna fillets in olive oil. Oil packed only.
Yeah,
only.
Yeah, no
water
water
packed, no.
No.
Major no.
Pickled jalapenos. Not one in your pedestrian tuna melt.
Dill pickles.
Grey poo.
Mustard for sure. QP.
The one and only.
The one and only QP mayo.
Jewish rye. Definitely the best.
A block of extra sharp cheddar cheese. Salt and pepper. Shallot. Okay. I want to put celery in it. Yeah. This time we're putting celery in. You're gonna chop celery. I'm gonna chop pickles. The pickles we're chopping super finely. The celery we're chopping super finely. We're gonna do the same for the shallots. And these are gonna give like little crunchy bites and little acidic pops of flavor throughout the tuna salad. Just makes it more interesting than just throwing in some mayonnaise and some salt. You can do better than that. Finely chop that. Look at what I'm doing. Look at this is.
Yeah, but the pickles, those aren't even crispy.
Now you're talking shit about my pickles? Declan went rogue and it's fine. It's just tuna salad. Let's not overthink it. You know, it's not that fucking deep. Okay, so celery in, pickles in. I'm gonna do like half the shallot.
Yep.
And then we need a sliced cheese. I wish you would cut that thinner.
Thinner? No.
For the melting.
No. It's gonna melt, all right.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay, so I'm breaking the tuna up.
Ready?
And we're gonna add, Declan's gonna just go ham with some of this QP. And here's the thing about tuna salad, for me anyway. It's gonna need more, but you really, really, really need to work it. You need to mash that tuna up. You need to almost like turn it into like pate. As you can see, I'm using the back of a fork to like, just like paddle this and break every little bit of tuna up. Do you wanna add some mustard?
Yeah.
And then we also are gonna add pickled jalapenos. So we love pickles. We think that pickles belong on every sandwich. In this tuna salad, we're using both dill pickles and pickled jalapenos because we also both really like spicy stuff.
We do.
And it gives a little kick, especially given that there's so much mayonnaise in here and there's cheese on it. And then we're gonna, that's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna season this tuna salad with salt and I'm just gonna keep working it. What we should do is probably add a splash of the jalapeno brine. Those pickled jalapenos I put in are not gonna carry it. Yeah, we can always add more mayonnaise. I think you've added about 1/3 of a cup. Let's add a couple more tablespoons. Oh, let's put dill in this. I'm adding a little pickled jalapeno brine in here because that's gonna give it acid, which so far we've added very little of, just in the form of chopped pickles and jalapenos. This is looking really nice. I'll chop this in the meantime. So chopped dill and tuna salad, such a beautiful thing. I think kind of a non-negotiable, but
it's getting a nice pate-y consistency, a little bit.
That's what you look for.
Yeah, because you want it to like have the wetness to like kind of ooze when you get the cheese melting.
Yeah, you want it not to be dry at all.
Okay, just give me a little sprinkle. Honestly, I could not be happier.
I'm gonna add a little splash of hot sauce. Okay, so I'm piling it on and then spreading it edge to edge.
I honestly think this cut also is totally good.
You think you just like nailed everything you did? There's no chance that you made a mistake along the way. It's generally,
it's highly unlikely.
That's generally the vibe. Let's go butter in the skillet.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what you're looking for in the construction because you want a little bit of the cheese peeking outside of the sandwich so that when it melts, it drips down and then it hits the skillet and it turns into frico. And then we're gonna go cheese side down. So the cheese is on the top. Declan, do your move. Declan has a really good move. It's a squeegee move.
You like that?
And then you do a squeegee and you soak up all the butter. This is his signature. Okay, and then I'm reducing this because we want to cook this like low and slow because we want to make sure that the cheese melts. If we go high heat, the bread will burn and the cheese will not be melted and we'll be very unhappy. And already Declan cut those cheese slices very thick. So it's not doing us any favors.
Actually, that's a guard against going too fast.
Yeah, but we just let it cook. This skillet is dry. We're not feeling that. So we're gonna add more. And then we're just gonna kind of squeegee it up. And then I'm gonna also now, I'm gonna butter the tops of these. Oh God. Because this is the side that's gonna get flipped and go down. And that way we make sure that there's butter on every bit of the top piece of bread. Okay, I'm flipping. Okay, that looks good.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, these guys are kind of butting heads right now. It's really bothering me. Can you?
Pro techniques here, guys.
Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I think we should cover it. Oh look, Frico in the pan. Frico alert. This thing is splooging all over the damn place.
It's true, but that's kind of the glorious, you know, kind of decadence of
Tuna melt. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. Sloppy jalopy.
How are we looking?
We're looking like we need to make a turn.
Yeah. Mmm.
Is it good?
Love that.
This one looks great on the other side. Look at that. Okay, this is fun because look at all this Frico stuff that's happening here. Browned tuna. Tuna Frico.
Tuna Frico.
Mm-hmm. Okay, big reveal. Oh, you can't see the cheese, but it's there, you guys. It's there. Mm.
Perfect sandwich.
Oh my God. Fucking delicious. The butter is everything. On the outside, like the buttered bread.
Also the pate consistency. Cut through with lots of little chunks of...
I actually really like your big chunks.
Right?
Your big celery chunks are giving me life right now. Because it's otherwise such a wet sandwich. Mmm. It's so good. I don't know if that's the one we made on the pod, but that is it. Mm-hmm. That's the one for me.
Yeah, that's better than what we made on the pod. Am I allowed to say 11? That was a fucking banging sandwich.
I don't know. This is so fucked. Like, you'll never give me an 11, and then the one time we cook together, it's an 11. It's just like, it's fucked. The whole thing is fucked.
There may be some bias.
I'm not giving an 11 just because of that. It's a damn 9.8.
That's a 9.8?
Yeah.
Oh. I think that's the best tuna melt I've ever had.
Me too, okay? It's a fucking 11.